Well, welcome to our site. Right now you are at the edge of one of two archaeological sites that are part of the Old Rag Project. This is a Native American site that has a thin overlay of historic use. What's really important about this particular area is that we are standing on top of a Native American site that is buried. It is a site that has levels that go back to about 8,000 years ago. This region, sort of in the foothills of Old Rag Mountain, is a stopover place. It was a stopover place for Native Americans. It was a stopover place for people in the historic period. The town of Old Rag is just up the way here on the trail. And what we are learning is that the Native people who used this place were probably from larger settlements farther down the Hughes Rivers. But seasonally, they would break up into small family groups and they would come up into the mountains, just like we do. The way we know this is by looking at their stone tools and the raw material that their stone tools are made out of. If they were going up the mountain, they would have been taking this material with them. But the idea that they're coming back down and bringing raw material from above is supported by the fact that we have chert, we have quartzite, we have other raw materials that are found only in the Shenandoah Valley and on the west side of the Blue Ridge. But they're only leaving here small pieces of those things. So it's like little bits of little clues that we find to put this story together. And we are able to find areas where they are making axes, where we've got grinding stones, we've got really clear use of stone to make other stone tools. So we're actually able to identify what we call activity areas. We do have layers that take us up through time, so that we've got that 8,000 year occupation. Then we've got an occupation from about 6,000 years ago. We've got one from about 3,000 years ago. And then we have one from about 1,000 years ago. And those last people who were here were associated, we believe, with the Manahoac people, who were Siouan-speaking people who lived in the upper Rappahannock Basin, and were probably allied with the Monacan folks, who today are now in Amherst County. And so there is that connection there, we believe. I think the other thing that's really important about our project is the fact that this is the first time a site has been opened up in 3 counties like this. So you can look at Madison, you can look at Rappahannock, even going over into Culpeper County, there's been very little excavation done. So anything we've been able to do here has really furthered our knowledge of Native American occupation by leaps and bounds.